Hi guys, Glenn here from Gamer Talk and welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit a like and subscribe to keep up to date with everything. We're going to go through Spider-Man 2. Now, what I want to go through here is I've completed this game and I've done everything within the game, all the challenges, everything. So now I'm just swinging around, fighting crime, which is going to get a little bit tedious. But essentially I wanted to hit on some of the bugs that are actually still in the game after the update. Getting trapped in buildings is a big one. So I was doing kind of the end game stuff and I'm collecting all the spider bots, and essentially I just keep getting caught in buildings, which is really annoying. But essentially, if you haven't done it already, the spider bots basically give you an introduction to the Spider-Verse with Spider-Man 2099, which is going to be so cool. But yeah, one thing is that, and then also, which I'll touch on, and you'll probably see it, will pop up now in a minute or so, is the Miles Morales Wolverine suit. So if anybody's got that far, yes, the nod is a Wolverine suit. You can see that his arm is actually trapped in the jacket. Like basically he has no arm. And I've tried to change this so often, but even right now, I played this game not only an hour ago, but yeah, his arm's still trapped in there, or else he has no arm or whatever it may be. So you get two or three variants of that suit. Three actually, you can change the colors, and still he has no arm, which is kind of crazy. So when he's swinging, his arm doesn't raise. But that's what I've been dealing with, getting trapped in buildings still. But yeah, let's get on to the positive. Look, I think this game is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love everything got to do with Marvel, DC, any kind of comic book style, anything is all I'm into. But what we can push on here is, yeah, we're getting DLC. We are getting DLC. It's going to be carnage. Let's be honest here. Anybody who hasn't played the game, I don't know if you've been hiding under a rock, but we're getting carnage. Cletus Cassidy, the Flame, he gets the carnage suit. There's a blacked out or kind of grayed out area to the right of your map that you just can't go into, and that's going to be the DLC area, or 100% going to be the DLC area. So they've grayed that out, and essentially you can like not go in. So that's going to be the DLC area. Now, also just one other point, when I'm doing the hives, which is still happening, and it happened on that last run, as I said, it's probably going to be, since uploading this video, it's going to be about 2-3 hours ago. You know, I'm doing the hives and it's finding it very difficult to complete the hives that I was doing at the very end, because I went back to a save point after completing the game, and I just really enjoyed certain parts of the game that I saved manually, and I wanted to go and redo the levels. I don't know if you've never done that, but I knew there was no kind of replayable campaign mission, so each time I was starting a part of a good part of the game, I saved it right there and got a new save point each and every time, so I could go back and just play those levels, which is a pretty cool way to kind of get around New Game Plus. But anyway, after doing the hives, the HUD bar doesn't leave. It's hard to start into a new mission, and it's just really annoying. Now, I was so frustrated at that when I saved it, because that bug continuously to happen at that stage, so I can't really go back and do it. So that was really annoying. But yeah, look, onto the good stuff. You know, we're going to get a hint at Wolverine. Insomniac has moved everybody over to work in the Wolverine game. Now, the DLC is obviously, you know, these guys just start from scratch when they complete a game. DLC has already been in there. All the kind of foundations have been laid. So I feel like we're going to get a nod at actually Wolverine when we do the Carnage run. Now, I know Spider-Man's kind of retired. I feel like the DLC is going to be walking around Miles, having to kind of, you know, battle out what's going on with Carnage, and Spider-Man's going to have to come out. Well, the original Spider-Man, Peter's going to have to come out, because that part of the Flame was to do primarily with him, and essentially that he's going to have to come back out and fight Carnage, and it's going to be a big thing. But yeah, and then we have Silk. I'm not too sure how Silk's going to get into the game. I'm not a big fan of Silk. I didn't think she's going to be a great addition. But the addition I would like for the next Spider-Man is going to be that 2099. I feel like, you know, they're giving us a hint at it. They're probably going to look at how kind of fans react to it. And I feel like if, you know, we got Spider-Man 2099 to come in, there's an issue in this universe that he has to fix, that we have to help out with, I think that would be a great addition to the game. But the issue is there, you're opening up the multiverse. That means we've got to do, you know, different timelines, and for a game it can be quite, you know, quite tedious for the developer to do that, and it could be a lot. So whether or not, you know, that's going to happen, maybe he comes in there's issues within the universe that he needs to help us out with. You get to beat him, and at the very end of the game, he just kind of swans back to the multiverse. But I think it would be a great kind of tie-in to Sony's live action Spider-Verse movies that they're doing with Miles Morales. So you're given that variant. So if they do that, they're kind of teaming up very nicely. And it gives you a way to incorporate these type of characters. And then there was the actor who voices Miles, who did say he'd like to be the live action version of this Spider-Man. So, you know, that those little Easter eggs collecting the Spider-Bots could be a little way in there. Whether or not it's going to be that actor, I don't really care, but it'd be nice to kind of see them in the next Spider-Man movie. And that could be the tie-in. We are getting New Game Plus, let's not forget that, which is going to be pretty cool. You're going to be souped up. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And also Spider-Man, the main Spider-Man, Peter, retiring. People are saying he might kill him off, but I don't think he should. I think, yeah, like, go away for a while, you know, come back when there's a massive threat, and which could be that kind of, you know, multiverse kind of saga of the game, and have Wolverine there. Or, you know, maybe Miles kind of comes up against Wolverine when we get the Wolverine game, and he needs Peter back because maybe he knows Wolverine. But I do think it's a great tie-in. And also the Baxter Building, Reed Richards, you know, he's worked with the multiverse before. So yeah, this was me just kind of fanning out on the 2099 Spider-Man possibly coming into the game. And essentially having the Baxter Building there with the Fantastic Four. I feel like this would be a great way of really carrying on the story. And then also the Green Goblin, that's going to be Spider-Man 3. We're going to have the Green Goblin, you know, and essentially it could be a great time. That could be the main reason that we're fighting against the Green Goblin. Something happens, you know, he's experimenting with shit, and you know, it rips something open. Pretty much what we got from the first kind of Spider-Verse movie, where the Kingpin kind of rips open the kind of multiverse, and yeah, we move on from there. But yeah, there's another one. The Kingpin is something that we should have in the game as well, a little nod. We only seen him in the first game, and having Daredevil to kind of reroute him back as well, as we do know that kind of Murdoch is going to be floating around within the universe as well. So it'd be nice to see a new character come in. I'd love to see Black Cat come back to the game as well. But essentially, yeah, as you can see on the right, big grayed out area that we can't get to. But yeah, that's kind of my full take. Yeah, the bugs that are in the game, not all of them have been kind of, you know, fixed. There's still some in it. I don't know if it will get Game of the Year for that. I think it should. I think it's amazing. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys, with everything. What do you think the DLC should kind of entail? Like, we know we're getting Carnage, but what else would you look for in the game? Who would you like to see? Would you like to see Wolverine show up, or just having a reference to Wolverine? Would you like to see Daredevil show up and reference someone else? You know, Elektra. Would you like to see Spider-Man 2099 even make an appearance in the DLC at the very end of the DLC? Because we know we got a couple of expansion packs from the first Spider-Man. I think we got 2 or 3, which is pretty cool. And that was a real good run in it. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are below, and thanks for tuning in.